One of the main purposes of this course is to fill in some of the gaps the student have developed for whatever reason over the past few years. The pace of this course actually allows us to practice older processes so we can get them under control. We should have seen long multiplication in your work before. This is where you had to take the 47 and the 3, and we took the 3 by both numbers. We did 3 times 7, which is 21, so we wrote the 1 and carried the 2. We did 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 2, or 14, and that was our answer. That was on a lot of your bell ringer sheets earlier, so hopefully you work to get better at that process. If so, then you are ready for the next level. If not, make sure you try to get some assistance today to help you with that if you don't understand. But look at the following problems with me, and again, be sure to ask any clarifying questions as you need. So if you're at home, shoot an email to your teacher, let them know. Here, you're going to still set it up the same way, 45 times 23, but the difference is not in the beginning. You're still going to multiply both things by 3. So you're going to do 3 times 5, which is 15, carry the 1. You're going to do 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 1, or 13. Make sure you're organizing yourself because your line that you have is going to make a big difference. Once I've done that, I'm going to get rid of this thing here because I have my number, but I'm done with the 3, and so what I have to do is put a 0 underneath that first column and then move over to my 2 and do the same thing. 2 times 5 is 10, so I write the 0 and carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1, which is 9. In the end, after you get those 2 rows, you add them up. 5 plus 0 is 5, 3 plus 0 is 3, 9 plus 1 is 10, and that is the answer we're looking at. The reason you cross out this number when you move over is because sometimes the number that you carried can cause a confusion with the number that you're actually carrying. But that is all. All right. So let's look at a couple more of these real quick just to kind of give you a clue as to what's going on, and then make sure you try to understand this by asking for help as you go. So again, start with the 2 and you'll do what you did before. 2 times 9 is 18, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, which makes 5. Once I am finished with the 2, I bring down a 0 and I eliminate whatever I carried because I don't want to be confused by that. I then move over to the 5. 5 times 9 is 45, so we write the 5 and carry the 4. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4, which makes 14. Again, aligning everything up neatly. 8 plus 0 is 8. 5 plus 5 is 10, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 1 comes down. 1508 is what we end up with. So again, it's not bad, but it is something that if you don't practice, it's going to catch up to you. It's going to leave you behind, and you will have to know this pretty soon, actually, because these numbers are going to keep on improving as we keep going forward until we actually finally get our calculator halfway through the second quarter. But until then, you will need to know how to do this stuff. So again, set it up, and then I'm going to start with the 5, doing the multiplication as before, ignoring like that there's no 3 there. 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 1, which makes 36. Once I'm finished with the 5, I bring down a 0 and I get rid of anything that I carried. From there, I do as if there was nothing there but the 3. So 3 times 2 is 6, no carry. 3 times 7 is 21. Add these 2 up. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 3, 4, 5. 2, and 2520 is what you end up with. So the worksheet that we're doing in class today has a bit of everything on it, but it does start with long multiplication as well as division that we saw yesterday. Just make sure you take those steps seriously. They will begin to come in handy soon. Besides, anything we put in front of you actually will eventually be useful. Just make sure you practice problems in front of you, and everything typically will work out. So good luck, and we'll talk to you all later.